All right, we got another trade recap video today. I did another video this morning about yesterday's because I forgot to do mine yesterday's, um, and how bad that shit was. But we had today's trading, and I'm about to go over that. What trades I ended up taking, what trades I didn't take, what I was thinking, thoughts, emotions, all of it. So going into today, um, I wanted So first off, going in today, we had no news today. We had just sold off uh, a ton of points in the overnight session. So was expecting maybe some little worse of price action or slower price action today going into open. So going into open exactly, we were kind of in this range right around here, okay? And we had this London high above us, and then we had this hourly low below us here. In this new week opening gap, which we finally reached our objective of kind of going back and filling the new week opening gap, or at least tapping into it, because like that was an inefficiency in price it needed to be traded back into. So after that, I was like, okay, I wanted to kind of be bullish at open. I wanted to see a move higher and then maybe see the move lower later in the day. So I was watching for this low right here. Um, to get taken down below us and maybe be able to take a long up to the London high, which did not end up happening. We did. We swept out these equal lows right here, and then got an inverse to the upside, took out London highs. But for me, that was not enough conviction to take a long right there just because we were like in a range and wanted to see some external liquidity get taken if we wanted to go higher. So got the move higher, ripped up pretty fast, so it missed any long opportunities. But what then I wanted to see was for us to go lower because we had all these big bearish imbalances to the left of us that we would maybe go up into and just retrace back into them, get a move lower. So that's exactly what we did. Came up into this 4 hour, unfilled 4 hour gap and this 1 hour gap right here. And then we started to see some movement lower off that, which is what I was looking for. Which I kind of wanted. I wanted to see. Let me see if I can draw it out real quick. When we came back up into this, for me to like know that price wants to go lower, I don't just like if I were to just see something. God damn. If I were to just see something like this where we go up, we straight back down, I don't want to see that. I want to see some kind of price action put in. So like we go up, get some price action, we come back up, retake the high, and then go lower. Like that is like what I'm looking for in a scenario like that. Which is why what we started doing. Let me get rid of this. Okay. So there's two trade opportunities up here. One I did not take because I didn't like, and the other I didn't take because I didn't get filled, or the entry was chopped in my eyes. First one right here was this for value gap right here, getting inversed. Again, we inversed it very low down, or like the entry would have been pretty rough anyway. So we came back up, we got to move down, came back up, swept liquidity out again, internal high, which is exactly what I wanted to see for taking shorts. This happened, closure down here, and then we got to move right back, a quick move right back up, and then just ripped higher again. So I was like, okay, well, good thing we didn't enter there, which wasn't going to anyway. And then we got the same thing happen, but ES and goes and takes his internal high and NQ does it. And it's like, okay, that's is exactly what you want to see in this scenario. We're inside of that higher time frame um, for value gap, that 4 hour, that 1 hour gap. This is a great sign to see that we want to go lower. So we got the SMT there. Look for an inverse. We get this 2 minute inverse right here. And this is where I could have entered, but I didn't because would have been targeting this unfilled 15 minute right here. So stop at the high. We did not get the inverse until down here, and me targeting or the candle closed a lot lower than an ideal entry for me would have been, so I didn't end up entering it because this is like a negative RR. Like it's not great if I want to have my like stop fully protected here, which again I probably could have realized here that absolutely everything was aligning up to be perfect, so I could have entered um, right here. Even when we got this little pullback right here, like I could have entered, but it's just I didn't want to do that. I was like, all right, I'll pass out on this one. Maybe wait for another setup later. So did not end up taking a trade there because it got them moved without me pretty much. But then I'd be like, okay, you know we proceed to absolutely rip through this 15-minute gap. So could see lower prices. Let me see if we can get some kind of continuation retracement back, which is what I waited for. I think it was right here. Yeah, it was right here. So we ripped down, created this 5-minute gap on the pullback into this 5-minute gap. I'll get the 15-minute out of here. We had, scroll down to a lower time frame. This right here is exactly like what I wanted to see like a continuation lower. I was like, okay, boom, we got a nice move right back up into the 15 or the 5-minute gap, filled it. We got an inverse for value gap right off of that. Ideally, I could have entered right there, but I ended up entering um where did I enter? I think I entered more like right here. Um Down a little bit lower and then stop like in there. And I was trying to target this just swing low right here. I don't know if it's like an hourly low or something. Let's see. Can't tell. No, it was just like a swing low right there. 15-minute low. That was going to use my target. Um, and we did end up going lower, but I got break even. So let's throw some executions up on here. Yeah. Where did we get in? I got in literally right about here. So yeah, right about where I had that. And I got break even because right when we went underneath this low right here, this was my break even point. Um, and pretty much tap break even, ripped a little bit lower. I probably would have got either way if I didn't get break even here, I would have got break even there. And then continuously going down. But the idea behind both of these trades today was very good. It's a we had clean draw, clean price action, was moving, followed rules, stayed patient, did everything well. So it was a win on the day no matter what. Even though I didn't win a trade, um, it was W day. So I'm going to continue doing that the rest of the week and sticking to my rules, follow my plan, and hopefully we can continue the week out nice and strong, baby. So yeah, that is all from me.